in 2 new faces. They've spent $120 million, which is nothing compared to last summer. But considering the faces they brought in, Geoff, do you see them challenging for the Premier League title?
No.
No, that's not enough.
They are expecting AI to fix everything. And it's not always as easy as just typing in the names and the numbers. He's got a lot on his plate to fix as well. Also, they're talking about Ronald Araujo coming in this morning as well, aren't they?
Araujo, yeah.
He's good defensive
Who
cover.
was that, sorry?
Araujo. How do you say it? Araujo?
Araujo, isn't it?
Araujo.
Okay.
Nico.
We need Nico in this segment.
Nico.
Araujo.
Thank you.
Araujo.
You take Spanish lessons.
I said that, didn't I? Araujo.
You said Araujo.
Araujo. It doesn't matter. Carry on.
Centre
I know
half.
it's definitely not.
You were going through the lineup.
Centre half, centre back. Yeah, I mean, Gakpo, there's rumours of a bid from Tottenham, isn't there? I think with they spent so much money last season, there's an understandable reluctance to spend a fortune this summer. And they don't necessarily need to. They need to make work what they've already got in a number of places. That's one of the things I think he's got to fix. And I think as well, the weekend, conceding, you said about the set pieces, but also fitness is a problem at the moment. After the game, Iraola said, we can't play 90 minutes. You know, they're running out of gas. But that's the same for a lot of clubs right now. So I wouldn't read too much into that either. This is very much pre-season. They're a fortnight away. But some familiar problems for you?
Yeah, very much so. The middle of the park for them, watching, I know it's a preseason friendly, but there's still some habitual things with Liverpool that need to change. Last season, their midfield was a sieve. They'd get caught out in transition, match after match. It didn't matter if they even had the lead. Looking at this midfield, Florian Wirtz needs to come into his own. He needs to find himself. It's good to see him scoring goals. It was good to see him having some moments with the German national team at the World Cup, but he needs to come good for Liverpool because this team in the attack is built around Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. My big question mark for Liverpool is not Dominik Szoboszlai. He's their midfield general. It is, how do you get a bit of balance if it's Ryan Gravenberch and Dom Szoboszlai? Who is going to be the one that is going to be the stopgap in the middle of the park? Szoboszlai is going to be a box-to-box midfielder. So Ryan Gravenberch, positionally, he's going to have to hold down the fort. Then we get to the back line. Virgil van Dijk, he's not getting any younger. And in this friendly, although it's a friendly, you still see some of the bad habits from Virgil van Dijk from last season. He gets lazy with this defending. He dangles a leg out. How many times did we see him concede penalties last season? Too many.
Yeah, I know there are critics of Virgil van Dijk, but you could equally argue he did a good job last season in such a poor defence, a defence that was disrupted by so many injuries as well. It couldn't have been easy for anybody to play in that. It couldn't have been at all. And also as well, you know yourself, when players get older, as soon as they start making a mistake, immediately you point to their age. So I don't think it's necessarily fair to completely judge Virgil van Dijk on the mistakes of the defence last season.
Yeah. Well, Geoff, you said they're going to rely on the help of AI, not ChatGPT, Andoni Iraola. So why don't you give us a checklist for him going into next season? 3 things he needs to do.
Well, he's probably got more than 3 things to do, and he'll have those on his mind.
Yeah.
Right. As Mike said, fix the defence. I mean, one stat alone. In the Premier League, 1 goal more to concede. If they'd conceded 1 more than they did, they'd have conceded double what Arsenal conceded last season. Double.
Wow.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether it's set pieces, getting overrun in midfield, which happened all the time. You name it. They've got to fix the amount they're shipping that way. Is they're not scoring enough that end. Do better. As I alluded to earlier, get the players to gel. Isak, broken season. We've got Ekitike out injured at the moment. Wirtz hasn't really settled. Kerkez hasn't really settled either. So he'll be hoping that AI can fix that as well. Just try and basically gel. And I think that's another reason not to bring so many players, although there are potential signings, which we can talk about in a while. Get those players gelling. Now, to do that brings me to my 3rd point. Find an identity. So many times last season, Liverpool fans were throwing up their hands. They didn't like the football they were watching. They didn't see what they were trying to do. They weren't Klopp style, heavy metal, foot to the floor, and equally, they weren't a side that passed the ball around. They were neither one thing nor another. You didn't know what you were going to get from Liverpool, and it wasn't a style, if you like, a singular style where you knew that's the way that Liverpool play.
Yeah.
They've got to find an identity, which you would expect any new coach coming in to put his imprint on the way that his team played. We knew how Bournemouth played, not saying it's as easy as transferring one from another, but they had an identity. Liverpool needs to get back to having an identity. And one last thing, if it was 3.5, and Iraola has also spoken about already, feed off the crowd, the emotional connection. That went a little bit stale last season, and it's, you know, it's something that is massive that they have as a weapon. Feed off the crowd.
Yeah. Also, Anfield is such a hard place to go to, isn't it? And like you said, last season it might have lost that bit of spark.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. OK, everybody. Well, Iraola also needs to get the best out of his summer signings, which leads to our Connected for the Win presented by Xfinity. So these are taking a look at the new signings that Liverpool have bought in. We've mentioned Andoni Iraola, but also the 2 player signings. Lahoud, where would you, where would you grade these signings?
So I'm going to Jeff/grade these signings. Andoni Iraola, I'm going to give him an A. Outstanding manager, has a philosophy. He's an A, Jeff. What he's done with Bournemouth, you kidding me? A for me. I'm not changing my mind on that.
A at Bournemouth.
A. A ball hasn't been kicked yet, so this could change. But going into where we stand right now, he's an A category manager.
Hang on. Would you say he's one of the top coaches in the world?
I would say he's one of the top coaches in the Premier League. Premier League is not the world.
He was quite sought after, wasn't he?
He got Bournemouth to European football.
Yeah. I get that.
He was outstanding last season.
This is a different level.
What I like about him, for all the things you said that Arne Slot wasn't, flip-flopping ideas, he is wedded into his tactical principles. He is wedded into how Anfield and the Anfield crowd want to play. And his mission is to get results and also give that belief back that Anfield can be a fortress. Jeremy Jacquet, I'm going to go B. He's young. He's improving in the Premier League. There's a lot, and I'm talking to a lot of people in Liga. There's a lot of upside to him. And in terms of his composure for a young player, I'm going to go B. Victor Munoz, because of the pace that he has, because of the aggression that he has, I'm going to stick with a B as well. He's a World Cup winner, although he did as much as you and I did to be a part of that World Cup squad and contribute to Spain's World Cup squad on the pitch. But he fits what Iraola wants. Overall, though, this feels like an incomplete squad. So the overall grade I'm actually going to give, and this is without Bradley Barcola and Ibrahim Mbaye signing on the dotted line. If the season started today, I will go a B- overall grade for the squad. Yeah, B-.
If everybody's fit from what they bought last year?
Do you have confidence in this Liverpool team? If you rolled them out today, we were talking about Liverpool if we thought they were going to make Champions League top 4. If England doesn't get a fifth spot, we both said no.
I would just add the caveat that it is 2 weeks till the start of the season. Business isn't done yet. I think you're right to have reservations, but I wouldn't write them off.
Well, like you mentioned, Lahoud, reinforcements could be on the way. Ibrahim Mbaye and also Bradley Barcola are rumoured to be joining Liverpool. Also, PSG reportedly values Barcola at around $160 million, so a huge fee as well, considering all the money they spent last year. But if Liverpool were to get these 2 players...
What a duo, you imagine.
Yeah, what could fans expect to see?
Compared to what they had last season, Jeff, Liverpool definitely upgrading in terms of 1v1 ability from both wingers and in terms of danger from wide spaces.
Or Jules Koundé. I mean, that's more like Ibrahim Bye-Bye, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
See ya.
Lahoud was getting on the floor and doing it all.
Oh, I had to do my Jules Koundé.
Jeff, we all thought we'd see an even more successful Liverpool last season when they spent, $500 million in that summer transfer
and had just won the title.
Yeah, exactly. And we thought they could potentially get even more successful. But we didn't really see that last season, did we?
Nope.
Did we? Do we think these potential 2 new transfers could be that replacement we were expecting to see?
They'd certainly help. They'd certainly help, wouldn't they? Look, it would only add more lustre to Liverpool's title tilt. So, yeah, look, they're top-class footballers, the pair of them. Any club would be delighted. And I think Arsenal are trying to hijack the Barcola deal. I'm not sure. But both of those are not going to find a shortage of suitors.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount Plus.